on a new adventure.
Position 1 troll again, John. It's been a while since I've seen. In fact, hold that thought, because bot lane RR ends up dropping JoCam. He's the one to pick it up. Mizu, he salves up, but the tier 1 tower just keeps hidden. And eventually he does drop the Tino, but now JoCam wants to go for a cheeky dive in underneath that tier 1 tower, and he might be able to get a double. He does. JoCam with the double kill on the pos for Weaver. And I can't believe it's working, but it looks like it is. At least for now. As Ignite flies through, but you can juke it out with the Sakuchi.
Really hard to deal with. You've got the boat buff potentially coming through. You've got the battle trance to sustain you in some of these early fights.
Bob.
And you can just put your body forward.
Mid lane, Fairy Fire up, but Torrent is going to land, and that will make it sure he does not get himself out in that quap. He's going to be just fine to back off. As now mid lane, Alacrity also being chased out in the Kunkka. But he has the cavalry incoming as Bob now going to be in danger, but Boundless Strike does land. It won't be enough, but in the Sonic Wave comes out. Gush is there though, Paulison able to trade 1 for 1 as they'll also find BDZ and get another kill. So I suppose you could argue it's more favorable for the side of GXR in the end. Into the mid lane instead. And now with that Dark Ascension, you can still set up for that mid tier 1 tower as Mizu, he charged right in onto Tino and RR. Raging, gonna be able to close the gap now, gets the earn out, has the crippling fear, and eventually will be able to find the kill onto Mizu. Fire Blast as well is there onto Alacrity. More TPs to come though. GXR, they want to try and force this fight. Nighttime is over now. Ooh. Ravage is pretty damn nice from Paulison, and they might be able to clean up, but a big Sonic Wave there from Bob. It won't be enough to save though. They've still got Raging and RR down, and more buybacks are coming in. Mizu, he'll try to rejoin the team fight. They do get BDZ on the monkey. Can they find Bob? It looks like they have. The buyback in the end does pay off by Mizu, as he finds another. And that's a 4 for 1 trade in the favor of GXR.
So you're always going to be able to kind of weave in and out there for JoCam. He does manage to catch out BDZ, getting some good damage, but I don't think he has enough to really find that full kill.
Raging. X up. Torrent is going to be out in your dream. He's going to show up now for this team fight, and there's your Ravage out as well. Paulison not second guessing it. He'll throw it right out as now a great Nether Strike out onto Tino. They've got the Gyrocopter surrounded, and I think they might just have the damage. The Sonic Waves is not enough, as another charge is out from Mizu right onto Bob. After the blink has already been committed, Bob, he'll keep trying to run. JoCam's going to drop. Mizu, he might be the second of 4, but no, the Shadow, no, it won't be enough. The Invis, still, they chase on for more. BDZ, just ensnared up. Does eventually go down, and Alacrity, he'll stick around for Bob. He'll allow In Your Dream to get out, as now Alacrity will try to do the same, but the Void is there from Raging. Make sure he can't TP away. So I believe that was another successful team fight for GXR. GXR gonna move in, perfect timing as well, as it does switch to daytime now, so Raging won't have the big bonuses, and now the Ravage is out. Paulson, he's got 2 targets right off the bat, and they just blow up the Night Stalker. He's just gone. BDZ, he's gonna try and fight back with the Wukong's command onto Paulson. It won't matter. He hasn't got the damage. In Your Dream, he'll read the movement, but they might still be able to cut him off in time. Bob, he's in with the Orchid out, but do you have enough? TPs are flying in Your Dream. He's still alive. Cooldown is going to fly out, and this time they will have enough damage, at least for the first life. But can you find more? Alacrity, he's gone to the Kunkka already. Can buy back, but won't choose to do so. His charge is in. Mizu right after Tino, but In Your Dream's already down. Tino cleans him up. In fact, they even found JoCam, and now they'll dive the tier 3 towers. They want to go after Paulison. They'd love a Mizu kill to boot, and they might just get it. 4 down for the side of GXR. Nether Strike from Mizu, a very aggressive play back into the tier 3 tower, but it's not going to be enough to kill Tino off. They find another. That'll be a full team wipe. They can still make these team fights work just fine. In fact, right now they hold the net worth lead, but here comes the charge in. Ravage is there. Paulison, he already got a great target, but there's no follow-up. Bob's gonna blink out. Mizu, he was charging Tino instead. Call down is there. 3 heroes caught in it. In your dream, he gets blown up. He never got the battle trance off. Oh, just a real disaster here for GXR now as Alacrity is gonna TP away with the BKB, but JoeCam, he's been caught in the Weaver. He's gone. Bob gets a triple kill on the Queen of Pain. I think the GXR, I mean, the best they can do right now is just buy some time and hit some more creeps.
Yeah, they do have Ravage up if they find a good angle here, though, so they could look to force the fight.
They might have to try. It's very hard to see it being successful, but they're going to give it a shot. Ravage and Battle Trance into the boat immediately. And alright, they blow up Tino in time. But he never gets a Satanic off. And his team is never able to respond. In fact, now Mizu going for another charge out. Does have the Night Stalker. Gets the Nether Strike as well. Nice setup there from Raging, but he's going to rather set up from Mizu, but Raging's going to pop the ulti out. Swarm is going to connect, however. BKB be okay for now, but he's still copping damage though here from JoeCam and does eventually die to the Tidebringer. We'll see though, because there's a big smoke up here. Execration. They'll start moving in. Raging. Rushes right into the Roshan pit. There is an Observer Ward, but they aren't actually just going to leave. They can't see within the Roshan pit. So this might be a false sense of security here for GXR, thinking that they have the vision over the Roshan, where in reality they don't. And now BDZ, he pops Wukong's command out. This will reveal it's happening, but it might just be too late as Paulison, he can't get the Ravage off in time. Bo2 is going to fly in, but Tino, he's got the BKB out this time around. He'll just stand there and try and man fight in your dream. There's your Battle Trance out with the BKB. It's a true man fight between these two. Torrent is there. Tino still trying to fight, but it's not going to be enough. He will lose his first life, but can they find the second? Because in your dream, he's in big, big trouble. They need the time lapse out. They're not going to get it. The sounds from Raging making sure that Paulison and JoeCam could not help out this troll. And now Alacrity will be the third member to be caught out on the Conquer. But they are really trying to play on the edge here, GXR. They smoke up as 3 now. Bot lane BDZ gonna get slowed up by In Your Dream. But even then, you just don't have the damage. Charge will fly through from Mizu, and that might buy enough time for In Your Dream to get the damage off. And he does. Another charge, Tino. This time going to be targeted. They can lock him down long enough. They might get him in, and the Ravage is there from Paulison to lock him down. But do you have the damage output? A big Sonic Wave Bomb. He's trying to keep Tino alive. The Satanic, though, it's still going to work. Tino trying his best In Your Dream, chasing him down, trying his absolute best to get the damage out, and he does get it. He has more than enough in the end. As Bob now gets charged up by Mizu. They've even got the Queen of Pain instead. Blink away, Mizu. Shadowblade is there. Can he get the vision though, Bob? They blink to the north, and it looks like that's going to be more than enough to get him out. And in the meantime, Raging Potato, he does get the kill onto Paulison.
But as soon as he can do that with the Blink Aether Lens, I think that's when these fights feel a lot better.
Oh, smoke broken, Tino. He's the target, and the Ravage is there. Paulison. He's got 2 already, but the BKB's out. Tino, he'll be able to fight back. They've got RR down, but here comes the army from the side of Execration. They've got RR, and now they've got Mizu. Still Tino in the middle of all this chaos. The Tidebringer, the Torrent Storm, it's all being thrown, but it's not enough. They've got the Orchid out. They've got the Control. They've got In Your Dream down. And Tino, he's looking at tier 4 towers again, John. Now, Tino's been a little bit cheeky this game. Buyback's going to be forced out. In Your Dream is there. With the X out from Alacrity to set up. Tino, have you gone too far? He has help coming in. Bob, is it too late? Tino, he's still healthy. Healthy enough to try and fight back, but not quite. Cooldown is out, but now In Your Dream gets the Battle Trance off in time. Onto BDZ. They'll try for the Monkey, but a nice Boundless Strike to hold them down. It just won't be enough. As In Your Dream gets another kill his way. Raging. He'll be chasing the Night Stalker. And I'll tell you what, John, Tino, I'm not sure who you blame there, but going into the tier 4s by yourself like that, definitely not advised. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, Scat?
Oh, Tino Swarm's gonna catch him. Ravage, no, it's not on the mark. Quick reactions from Tino. Still the charges in. Mizu, he'll still be able to hold him down through the BKB, but a bit crippling fear. And now the Wukong's command, it'll hold them all down. GXR with the Torrent Storm though. They might be able to keep the fight up, and they do. Tino, RR, and Raging Potato are all gone. Bob will try and get himself out, and he does. Execration being very patient. You do have the vision out from our Monkey King, and now BDZ Balance Strike is there. They've got Jokam with the crippling fear. Sonic Wave does land. They'll get rid of the Weaver immediately. No buyback available. Can they keep the fight? GXR, they'll be charged in by Mizu. Now the Strike, Ravage, everything being thrown out, but the BKBs were already committed, so it does nothing, or maybe it does. A big tidal wave pushback from Alacrity, but it only kind of does them a favor. Execration, they're able to heal up and reset now. In Your Dreams down with the Aegis. Mizu's still trying to chase down Tino, but Bob's there to help out. And that tidal wave, it looked good for a second there, John, but I think it kind of worked against them.
So you need to find more on the map. You need to take care of some of those tier 2s, start forcing some racks to equalize the map. We'll see if they got that opportunity. Without Aegis, it's very difficult.
Bob's jumped in again, Raging. He's there with the crippling fear out. Onto Paulison. Have the Ghost Scepter to try and save, but Bob's going to move in now. Mizu's there with the charge. In Your Dreams, still trying to go after the co-op, and he does get him. And now Tino, he's been left behind. He needs some help ASAP, but he may not be able to get it in time, as it looks like they've got the damage, or maybe they don't. Satanic out Tino. He's still alive, just barely. They'll get Raging instead. Charge out, force stuff down. Tino, he's been thrown all across this bot lane, but he does eventually get himself out.
And GXR is going to have to watch out. Again, they're down a couple of buybacks. If they get caught out of position, this could be the end.
Absolutely. Refresher Orb also up now on Mizu. So multiple charges, multiple Nether Strikes. They're going to make the jump in on Alacrity. Raging though. Going to pop his BKB. Nether Strikes out Mizu. He's got the AoE ulti up as a Sonic Wave. Does fly through, but the charges just keep going right in onto Raging. Meanwhile, BDZ and RR dropping very low. And now the Ravage Paulison. He's in with a huge Ravage out, but nobody's dying yet. Sonic Wave gets completely whiffed there by Bob. And In Your Dream secures the kill onto BDZ. They want the monkey, and they'll get the monkey. In Your Dream should be able to get it done, and does. Tino, he needs to run. Do they have a bash? They'll have a charge. Mizu, he'll lock him down. Raging, I mean, he's already left the building. He knows he can't help out Tino right now. Tino's just going to be completely surrounded. So he'll try to fight. Everyone's quite low on the side of GXR. They can't really commit to the fight until In Your Dream's done. But he does make his way back over. Jokam?
Missile.
Yeah, I had to play against that today, John. Let me tell you, it is really strong. That damn Rocket Barrage and Homing Missile crap. Kind of ridiculous how much damage it does. And they've got double Ravage up now on Paulison. It's just so many stuns. Another Refresher Orb available. They've got one on Jokam as the charge is in now. Mizu, he's right in onto Raging Potato. Call down is committed. Wukong's command is out. Boat will fly in. Torrent Storm is there. Another boat coming the other way as well. Where's your Ravage out? Paulison, he's been very patient so far, waiting out the BKBs as it's just complete chaos in this team fight. But they've got RR down. They've got Raging down, and now they found Tino. They've got the Gyrocopter controlled up. They don't even need the Ravage. Paulison's still got 2 Ravages up and available. I feel like that's the least of the worries right now, as Mizu actually ends up dropping to BDZ. So there's one positive. They've already got the Spirit Breaker down, but now Bob, he's just jumped right in for a Scream Out, and that may cost him. He'll try and turn, but now Tino's been caught. In Your Dream with the Battle Trance will start moving in. Tino, well, now he's really going to be worried as the Battle Trance is popped, and now the Ravage is out. Paulison, he gets one. He'll find a second. They've got Tino down. No buyback available. There goes BDZ. There goes Bob. They'll both commit their own buybacks. But how do you fight back without your carry? It's looking rough for him. As Bob has been caught out. BDZ's there, trying to help. In Your Dream, he'll be time-lapse back. They just can't kill him. Bob's down. Die back immediately on the Queen of Pain. It's just the supports left. And they'll find everybody. Full team wipe. And I believe that is GG.
Man, GXR. Like, that's That's number 11 now for GXR, and this was the tightest game we've seen them play today. You know, early on, we saw the graphs, just a roller coaster ride of game. Spike should hit his blink spike very nicely, and that's when you can really start running.
Well, Mizu and Jokam able to secure RR, and now Tino still trying to go after the Spectre, but Mizu is able to juke and jive with that Spectral Dagger, and is going to be able to survive. And Jokam still in front of the Spectre. Tino can waveform in about 4 seconds, but I might actually try for it here. Mizu has a mango. No, he will go down. Tino able to secure a very easy kill there.
And then just go from there. So you know, they just have to get that early start up top.
Bot lane, RR ends up dropping again. Mizu trying to back off, but Tino, he was getting rather aggressive. As Scatterblast comes through, but Jokam won't have quite enough to finish him off. Tino's going to be alright. In the meantime, Raging Potato does end up going down to Alacrity, and now Mizu!
What?
Oh, he gets the dagger. That was completely blind as well from Mizu. You know what? If he's going to play it like that, just give him the tip. Let him play Pulse 3 Spectre. Who cares? If he gets kills like that, how can I call it bad?
So in that downtime, in that interim period, GXR is working the map a lot better. This does favor them, this kind of pace.
Well, Bob, interesting TP down to the bot lane. I don't know what he can get out of this. He'll try onto In Your Dream with the lasso out, but he's dropping very, very fast. They will eventually get the left track though, but they might lose Raging. Mizu will chase him down, haunts up, Urn charges out, and Raging is gone. Jokam gonna try and run. Instead, they'll turn in onto RR, and eventually they should be able to find another kill onto this Spectre. Mizu, he'll give this one over to Polison as they'll move in onto BDZ. Focus fire or not, it looked like it's not even gonna be enough. Mizu just surrounds. Power shot is off the mark. Shackles is there, but what does it matter? They give 2 kills over to the offlane Spectre. And in the end, that was 4 heroes going down for the sake of killing off In Your Dream. Certainly not worthwhile for the side of Execration. And GXR currently in the opposite triangle, and so are the side of Execration, but GXR, they're the ones to draw first blood. In the triangles, at least. This mid lane charges out from Raging, but he's a rather slow target right now, as Avalanche is going to cut him off. Alacrity, he's unable to find the toss back. And Nether Strike's going to be there onto Polison. They'll try to waveform forward and take him down, but Disruption's there. They got the stun off Tino. He needs to retreat ASAP. He's still trying to chase the Shadow Demon and does eventually get him, but it costs him his own life. Eventually, they at least kill off In Your Dream. Mizu dropping quite low. They'll get the Spectre to boot. So ultimately, not too bad for Execration, as they will continue to clean up. Alacrity, cooking forward, just trying to help out with the toss out. Everyone falling quite low, and now Mizu, he'll haunt back in with the buyback right after Bob and RR. Can he find the secondary kill? It looks like he probably will. Oh, did he get the Urn off? He did. Mizu, still going to be just fine. Toss back into BDZ, who will use the pig out. But it's still looking really bad now for Execration. It's a nice shackle, but it's not going to be enough. The dispersion back the way of BDZ as Raging is going to get bashed. I believe that was the Avalanche and not Roshan. I can't be 100% sure though. Tino. After Alacrity now, as Alacrity did initiate on him, but on the other side, Bob has been purged up by Polison. Losing a lot of HP already. Cookie, it's on the mark. Mizu finds another as now the charge through from Raging. Who's he going after? He wanted to try on Alacrity, but he's going to be just fine as the shackles back around onto Jokam, but he's still alive. They're trying to waveform forward. They do eventually get him. Mizu, Polison, they've been left behind, but not for long, as In Your Dreams here now to try and help out. A toss forward onto BDZ, and they'll get the stun off. Raging, though, he still wants to try and fight this one out. He does charge forward, but Alacrity's not going to go down. It's another kill to go the way of Mizu.
It's the cooldown. It's 30 seconds where you're globally there. And you get information. It's kind of ridiculous.
Avalanche off the mark there. The disruption was already committed. Alacrity now going to get Avalanche tossed up. Tino trying to get the damage up. Another toss out from Alacrity. Gust is there. Shackles from lockdown in your dream. Nether Strike as well, but they can't finish the job off yet. In your dream, he'll back out as Raging. He'll be the one to drop. Bob now, he'll take over the job. He'll get it done on the Batrider. Onto Paulison, but disruption is going to save as the tree throw. Not going to be enough, but Mizu, he'll chase him down and he'll get the Batrider kill on the Spectre. And there's some weird runic thing on my screen now for this Spectre Arcana. Don't know what it means, but I imagine he's hit some kind of objective with the Spectre Arcana and gets the kill now as he pump fakes the Shadow Step.
But he has to keep saving up on that farm.
Paulison, he found RR, and there goes your Haunt out. That was not the Shadow Step, but rather the Haunt onto Tino. And Mizu will have no way to cancel this TP off. The Tino just already gets out as now RR is just completely surrounded by GXR. They'll get another kill. There's the Shadow Step out. Where we headed, Mizu? Nowhere. No, in fact, we found BDC. That's where he was headed. Tino gonna try and help with the Avalanche toss, but it's nowhere near enough, Tino. And unfortunately for Tino, Raging, Bob, they've moved in. They've got in your dream. Nice pick up on the left rack, but now Raging Potato's going to be in trouble and Tino's dead. Alacrity gets it with the Avalanche toss combination. Raging Potato to go down to Mizu. Into
It's up again.
It's up again.
30 seconds for an ult.
Oh, mid lane. He has been caught out on Tiny. Sun's out. He's been perma-locked down and he's going to drop. So a nice pick up there from Execration. In the meantime, they lost that top tier 2. It's now Raging. Gonna try and rush forward. Does get stunned up by the cookie, and now the Shadow steps out onto Bob. They've got the dagger. Raging. He's gonna drop to Mizu. Mizu is godlike now on this Spectre as he's chasing down Bob. 12, 3, and 18 as Bob will at least be able to BKB TP away in time. In the meantime, mid lane, they've got BDZ down the Wind Ranger. Mortimer's kisses. Oh, poor RR. He got scouted out. He'll try to avoid it with the Glimmer Cape. It's not going to be enough. Another Shadow Step again. Mizu. Onto Bob now.
Oh, no.
The Batrider's being chased down, and you can't really fly away from the Spectre because he has Spectral Tagger, so Mizu finds another kill. Shackles out from BDZ. RR gonna move in. Charge is there. Alacrity gonna be pushed in by the Gust. Now the Avalanche tosses out Tino. He's got the Tiny down, but Haunt is, or rather Spectral, the Shadow Step is in from Mizu onto Raging. And in your dream will take care of it. Double kill out, but he will lose the Aegis. So they've lost the Leshrac already. At least one life, but now the Haunt there to give all the vision over. Tino completely surrounded. Will be just fine. Lasso out. They've got Joe Cam, but Disruption is out to save his life. Firefly won't do enough quite yet as In Your Dream's looking to move in. A nice blink away as well. In Your Dream, he may have gone too far this time. They toss him up in the air. He finally comes back down, but he does survive through it. He kills off everyone mid-air. Just pulse novas them down into RR. Now they found the Ogre. Disruption just for the lols apparently from Paulison. They'll find another kill out for Joe Cam.
34k behind, your Morphling. Tino is behind even Alacrity's farm, the Tiny, not something you expect for a Morphling at this point. He does have the Ags. Maybe he makes something happen here.
It's very late though. With this kind of a net worth deficit, I'm kind of intrigued to see what he can get done with the Saganin Scepter now. He's basically got one shot to make it happen, but he's waiting on Raging to respawn up. Lasso's there. Haunt is out. They'll go right after Bob. Bob with the BKB might be able to run it now. Here comes the double charges out, but immediately it's cancelled off by Alacrity. They found Raging Potato. They'll get the SB down. They call it. All it took was one charge from Tino. It just immediately gets cancelled from Alacrity, and they have seen enough as they get dived in the fountain. And GXR, they will indeed continue their win streak. 12 in a row now.
I can't believe it. GXR in first game in this series.